juveniles?
Ah, there's a lot going on in juveniles. The big thing, one of the first things was Prop 57. And what that required is that the referee in juvenile court make a determination that a child can be tried as an adult. Prior to that, we in California passed what would be called a direct file law, which the district attorneys had the sole judgment of whether a juvenile who's charged with a serious or violent felony can be tried as an adult. And that could be anything, as a juvenile. So you 15-year-old, 14-year-old, murder, robbery, gang-related stuff, you can be tried as an adult, and it's only the district attorney who decides that. So what has happened with Prop 57 is to require the courts to send you back to juvenile hall if you're being tried as an adult and actually get a determination from a juvenile judge that you are fit to be tried as an adult. Now, it's become sort of a kangaroo court in a way, meaning judges are going to just follow what the prosecutor says about the dangerousness of the crime. The prosecutors are usually not going to fight unless it's a homicide, attempted homicide, something like that. Lots of robberies with guns. So they're going to be sure that they can at least say, hey, judge, this is a violent kid and he's doing violent things. And that's why he should be tried as an adult. He has a record. He has no family. He has all this. So they'll stack that stuff up. But for other kids who fall into there and they don't have that history, Prop 57 is great. Now, it's also great because, again, if I had been tried as an adult and my appeal is not over with yet, it may come back so that I have a juvenile judge determine whether I should have been tried as an adult in the first place. So it gives you a shot, to come back as a juvenile and be really recognized for what is true, which is that until you hit the age of 26 or 25, your brain is not fully developed and you do juvenile things. And 14, 15, 16-year-olds fall susceptible to older individuals because they want to be somebody. So that is one of the first ones that's good. Probably one that's even better that affected me was we passed AB 1391. And what that said is that if you were 15 years of age or under, you must be tried as a juvenile.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yes.
What is the age considered?
Yes. So if it's 16 or over, you can be tried as an adult. However, Prop 57 kicks in. If you're 15 and under, you will never be tried as an adult. And you can only go to the Juvenile Justice Center.
Wow.
JJC. So it happens that law saves 15-year-olds who are tried with or are charged with murder, serious felonies, where they can get a life offense, kidnap, lots of things can give you a life offense now. And I've had that happen in one of my cases where my guy was looking at 75, 80 to life. And pretty much he was the only 15-year-old in a group of people who were charged, and he got to come back and is just doing juvenile justice.
Wow.
So he's 26.
I know earlier, thank you for that. That was very knowledgeable. Earlier, in your introduction, you stated that you run an expungement clinic over at ARC 3 days out of the week.
Well, it's actually, it'll be during the semester, we do it probably 3 Saturdays out of the semester. So a semester is probably like six months or so, or not 6, but maybe 4 months. We'll do it 3 times in that 4 months on a second Saturday at ARC. And Asha Wilkerson, the head of the behavior and social department or something like that, we never had to teach under, but the boss, I call her, she organized and arranged these things with Jesse Morris, a local attorney here who was teaching there and gave me the opportunity to teach and sort of take over for him. So we do these Saturday clinics. You could get online and find us. Hopefully when things get better here in society, we can continue to do them, but that's the only reason we don't do them now. But we usually get 80, 90 people showing up on a Saturday. We go from 9 to 2, and we try to service everyone in terms of having students help you fill out your forms, 1203.4s, expungements, and giving you the actual documents to where you sign and you file and serve. So we're just trying to get the documents done for you. It helps the students learn to help individuals and, it services the community.
Is there a cap on?
Oh, five cases. We'll do five.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you had 10, we'll do the latest five.
Okay.
And then lawyers are there. Lawyers who volunteer from ABAS, Asian Lawyers Association, Cruz Reynoso, Hispanic Bar, as well as Wiley Manuel Bar Association, which I'm a member of and stuff. We all give lawyers to the event in order to answer the questions and things that come up. Hopefully criminal offense lawyers. But
right.
But others do come through.
Even if it was a felony from the 90s, or does it matter?
Well,
there
are so many tools now to use. So if I had a felony for something in the 90s, Prop 47 or 63 now says that's a misdemeanor for all purposes.
What?
Like possession of drugs, possession of stolen property, stealing items, as well as marijuana sales, as well as cultivation, as dope possession, meaning opioids and things like that. They were dropped to misdemeanors now. And if you had one on your record, there are different ways. If you never did anything else and you can get it expunged, I say get it expunged. Otherwise, people move them to misdemeanors first and then want to get them expunged. But why go through the two-step process when the form itself will just get it expunged?
Exactly.
And that's what you want in the end.
Exactly. This is really, really going to help people, because I know particular cases where a person was charged with second-degree robbery back in the 90s, and it has never been expunged. Yeah. So so they can literally attend the clinic when society opens back up and get assistance with filling out the paperwork to go ahead and go through the expungement process themselves.
Yes. Now, one thing we look at, and that's why the lawyers, especially criminal defense, is we read your rap sheet. We require people to bring a rap sheet so that we can see your whole history.
Say that again. You were glitched.
Yes. Bring your rap sheet from the Department of Justice.
Bring your rap sheet.
Yes. Okay. You can order it online, I think, but you can get your rap sheet. What it tells us, for example, robbery in 1990. What I'm first thinking is, did you go to prison? If you went to prison, you would need
to... So when you say rap sheet, are you mean a background check?
No. When I say rap sheet, now, I don't mean the background check information. You actually go to the Department of Justice and order your real rap sheet. And there's things online how to get it. If you say how to order my rap sheet online, there'll be 50 lawyers and other organizations telling you how to do it.
Okay.
But you want the rap. The reason is because the rap is the most reliable document. If all of your crimes are in Sacramento, I can get on Sacramento's index and pull up your cases. But the rap sheet is the one verifiable information for all of the convictions you may have. It's hard to read them, and that you don't have to do. That's what we'll do when we read them. But back to that 90 robbery. One question I would have is, did you go to prison? If you went to prison for it, certificate of rehabilitation would be the method to get it off your record. And we'd give you the documents and let you file those.
Okay. Remember?
So it's a little different process.
Rehabilitation.
If you go to prison. Exactly. For any offense.